guys, welcome to another video on this series from Natasha Denona, when I create everyday and glam looks with every single Natasha Denona palette. Today is day number 3 and we're gonna use today one of my favorites, the Biba palette. I think the most useful Natasha Denona palette if you love neutrals and if you love warm tones, but you can create a cool tone look with it. This is just so beautiful. While I talk about it, I'm gonna leave some swatches on my hand so that you guys can see them. And this is just the perfect everyday palette, nighttime palette, daytime palette. It has beautiful mattes, beautiful shimmers. It's just one of my favorites, and this is one of the $129 palettes. It's a bigger one, but to be honest, you guys, I don't mind for this one to be a bigger one. I think it deserves the size for sure. So today you'll be seeing me creating this eye look. Today I didn't have the time to film, not even a speed through of the face, but at the end of the video I tell you every single product that I used on my face. So that way if you want to recreate the look, you can shop your stash for similar things or for the same things if you have them. Love this look. I wanted to create something youthful but smoky. This is a type of look that I wear on an everyday basis. This is my everyday look and my glam look, but mostly my everyday. I tend to wear a wing liner, mostly matte and super smoky. I love to create only a black smoky wing, and I love to create a wing with a spot, which is the black on the Biba palette. I know some people don't wear black on an everyday basis, so switch up the colors that you don't wear for others that are more like you. You can just get inspiration from this video. Okay, you guys, so let's stop talking. If you want to see the look with my Biba palette that I created today, then before we go, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. That helps my channel a lot. Thank you guys for supporting this series. I really love to film it and it's a lot of work, but I enjoy doing tutorials. It's the reason why I got into YouTube. So if you want to see this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, you guys, so since this is gonna be a super easy look and I want it to be youthful because I tend to go for a more smoky looks with my Biba palette, I want this to be a youthful, smoky, but everyday type of look for me. The first shade that I'm gonna go in with, it's the shade Freckle, and it's one of my favorites from this one. And I'm gonna be using a blending brush, a fluffy blending brush for it. I'm gonna go ahead and use one of the shades that I never use, and it's Prairie, which is a beautiful, beautiful mustardy yellow. And I just want to use that to keep working on my crease, but on the lower spectrum. So right here instead of here. This color is already where I want it to be. For all over my lid, sort of a soft cut crease, I'm gonna go in with Tusk, which is the nude shade in the right corner. This is basically my skin tone, a little bit, I think, maybe darker, but it's almost exactly the shade of my skin. And I'm using a Morphe M210. Then for the outer corner, I'm gonna go in with Pasha, which is another shade that I don't wear that often. And I just want to use a lot of the shades that I never reach for, just for the looks to be fresh, not only for you guys, but for me as well. And I'm using a mini booster brush by Sonia G. And what I'm doing is I'm placing that color in a diagonal shape close to my outer corner to enhance my wing that I always do. Now with a small pencil brush, this is from the brand Burlesque, and I got these from Spain in the Burlesque store. So this is an inside brand from the store. This is the Pro 259, and it's a super tiny pencil brush. I'm gonna grab the shade Rayon, which is similar to Pasha in coloring, but it's a little bit lighter and it's a cream to powder formula. And I'm using that to enhance the shape that I did, but closer to my lash line. All of the shades, I'm grabbing them and using them on my lower lash line as well, except for Prairie. So I'm going in with Freckle, then with Rayon, and then with Pasha with the same pencil brush from Burlesque. For my inner corner, I'm grabbing the shade Monroe, or I just did it because it wasn't filming, the camera wasn't filming. I didn't press record by mistake. So I'm using Monroe with the same little pencil brush. I cleaned it in a little towel, and what I basically did was just pop it right here and blend it seamlessly just to give a little bit of light to the look. Then I'm grabbing the shade Shine just to play with more shades, and I'm using that underneath my brow, only a hint of it. It will look harsh at first, You can see it right there. But then I will blend it with a fluffy brush. And I'm using the Vargas number 18. And then I cannot go for this palette and not use spot. So I'm gonna go in and do my wing liner, and then I'm gonna blend it with spot so that I get a smoky wing. And I'm also gonna do, not on camera, I'm gonna line my waterline with my favorite Rimmel Scandalize in the shade 001 Black. Okay, you guys, now using spot and maybe mixing it with a little bit of seed, which is this dark brown right here, I'm gonna go ahead and use a definer brush. This is the Morphe M508, and I love this one. It's so stiff, and it has the perfect amount of give to define and buff or just smudge my liner. So I'm mixing seed and spot, topping off the excess because you don't want any fallout. And I'm gonna smoke my lower lash line, and then I'm gonna smoke my wing. And now for lips, I'm going in with the Manifesto lipstick by Hindash in the shade Resting Roses. This can be a tint or it can be super deep. I'm already wearing it, but I'm gonna enhance it, and then I'm gonna apply a lip balm on top that I'm obsessed with. And then on top of that, I've been using the Ilia Balmy Tint Hydrating Lip Balm. And I've been using, I have it in another container, but I've been using the shade Heartbeats a ton. And I'm gonna apply that on top just to make the lips look more hydrated without them being glossy, because I don't like for my lips to look glossy all the time. I sometimes do for videos, but the real me tends to wear a tint every day or just a sheer lipstick like today. I don't wear a glossy lips because my hair tends to stick to it. Okay, you guys, so now let's talk about what I used to create my face and my base, because I didn't have time today to film all of that since I'm gonna be filming 2 more videos with this look today. For my base today, I went in with my Merit Perfecting Complexion stick in the shade Bisque. This is not the best shade for me, but I'm making it work. I'm using it on my Partners in Cream Project pan, and I want to finish this year. It's just that the shade is not the best for me, but this is a good one. This is one that you can use on an everyday basis, just applying it on the spots that you want to cover and then blend it seamlessly into your skin. But it has to be the right shade to do that. If not, you have to use it all over your face like I did today. And I really like this for a stick foundation. It's really nice, and it lasts reasonable amount of time on my combination to oily skin. Then I went in for my concealer, the Huda Beauty The Overachiever Concealer, which is one that I'm trying to finish because I actually want the new Huda concealer. I'm not willing to buy it if I haven't finished the one that she already discontinued. So this one I've grown to love more and more the more I use it, and I'm about to be done with it, but I've enjoyed finishing it up during this year. Then for my bronzer, this is the Tan palette by Natasha Denona. You probably already saw on my last update that I hit pan in another shade, but I actually repressed the Glow Cream base. I'm using it as a bronzer base. My brush that I use with it, it's too big, and then I didn't want to just roll it around all of the container, and I don't mind that I lost the pan because I know I will heat pan again eventually. I've been using this one as a base, then I set my face with powder, and then I mix these two and use them as blush. How do you call that? Like blushers, like the Bare Minerals ones that are so in style. These I apply right here in the upper part of my base, or where my contour should be or my bronzer should be, and then I don't apply bronzer at all. And then sometimes I use those two as a blush as well, but today I use them as bronzers. And then for my blush, I did a cream and powder combo. The first thing that I used was the Dewy Color by Nude Sticks in the shade Sweet Peach Peony. This is a beautiful blush, and I'm wearing it underneath this beauty right here, which is the M Cosmetics Heaven's Glow in the shade Faded Clementine, because I haven't worn these as much as I would have wanted to. So I wanted to give it some love and show it some love, and I think it goes beautiful with this look. This is deeper than I was expecting, but then again, I love all of these because they blend seamlessly into the skin, and I created an M shape with it. For my highlighter, I went in with my Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow, which is a beautiful highlighter. This blends like a dream, but you have to buff it into your skin to get the desired glow without it looking textury. After you blend it well, it will look seamless and expensive on your skin. To set my base today, I use the By Terry palette, and this is the Hyaluronic Hydra Powder. I use these two today to set my entire base. On top of my skin, I use the Ambient Lighting Edit Mini. This is the Sculpted and Locked, and I've been using, this is the shade Soft Light right here, and it's the shade that I've been using to buff my entire face. On my brows, I have nothing except for a little bit of favorite Benefit Precisely My Brow right here, because I actually laminated my brows, and oh my goodness, you guys, I'm obsessed. These are my brows basically bare, only with a hint of my Precisely My Brow pen in the shade 4.5 right here to create more hairs in the inner part of my brows. That's it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed me using my Natasha Denona Biba palette. I hope you enjoyed the swatches, and I hope to see you again tomorrow with another video for another Natasha Denona palette look. Actually, I'm gonna be using the Natasha Denona Sunset palette that I've hit a lot of pans in, and I think it's a beautiful one, and I think it's half off right now at Sephora. I think it's a palette that is worthy, and it was hyped up for a reason. If you like the color scheme, you should pick it up. So I'll be doing a look with this one tomorrow. That's it, you guys, for this video and for the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, leave a comment below letting me know what looks or what is your favorite shade from the Biba palette if you have it. If you don't have it and you don't want to pick it up, that's okay too. Just leave a comment below talking about if you like this video, if this is your type of content, or telling me and letting me know that you want to let me know, because every time you comment on my videos, give them a thumbs up, share them, or just watch them till the end. You help my channel a lot, and I really appreciate it. That's it, you guys. I love you, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow for another Natasha Denona look.